It's me, Renee. I'm back. And as you can see, I've got a new background. I have my movies. Yes, I have physical DVDs still. My Blu-ray player is a bit weird at the moment, so I haven't used them in a while. And I actually think of buying a new Blu-ray player. Yes, I'm that old style. I mean, physical DVDs movies. It's not uh, a most uh, up-to-date thing, but it's a me thing. And yeah. So last week I saw two movies in the cinema. So I kind of wanted to do a little video on talking about those, and then I want to talk about some movies coming out. And in Norwegian, then the word for movie is film. I suppose you can also say film in English as well. I think often film in English is kind of put as like art films and like highbrow and stuff. But you know what? Because movie Friday doesn't really work, this is gonna be Film Friday, the video, as you can see. So yeah, as I said, I saw two movies last week in the cinema. Both are highly anticipated. One actually anticipated a bit more than the other one, though you would think it would other way around. One I very much enjoyed, and one was let down. I'm gonna kind of go from the bad to the good because it's nice to do it that way. At least that's how I feel like. So yeah, first I saw Operation Fortune, Rue de Guerre. So it was a Jason Statham movie, and it was directed by Guy Ritchie. Both things that you might think that seems like a good recipe for a good movie. Also, Hugh Grant was the villain, which is kind of fun to see him as the villain, and also like he was an amazing villain in Paddington 2, so you would kind of think he would be a good in this one as well. And also he's going to be a villain in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and in that one also looks very good to that at being the villain. But yeah, sadly, Operation Fortune, Rue de Guerre, it wasn't awful, but I feel like it kind of, at least to me, it felt kind of more like a movie that you could enjoy while sitting in your couch at home. Like it's not an amazing movie, but it's like a movie you can have on. You can maybe pay attention, where you can go to a lot of toilet breaks and all that kind of stuff because it wasn't really like all the scenes were amazing. It was like all the scenes were necessary. So yeah, I wouldn't go so far as saying like all the good scenes were in the trailer, but I would go so far as saying maybe like the trailer may like look like a better movie than what it was, at least to me. I suppose it didn't help that the trailer came out like 2021, I want to say, and it was supposed to come out in cinemas last year, and then because of reasons, probably Rona reasons, it didn't, so it came out this year. And yeah, I mean, Jason Statham was fun. I mean, as he always is, well, always haven't seen all his movies, but like, yeah, he kind of had the same dealio as like when he was in Spy. He had this like hate first, think afterwards as Jude, and he sweat a lot. And I like his character and his acting style as was in at least in this movie. As I said, I haven't watched all these movies, but I feel like his style works more when you have a straight man and then you have him. But in this one, I would feel like and Audio Plaza was also a good character, but she wasn't like I feel like she didn't like have a big role, and she wasn't like a straight man, but she wasn't like totally straight, and she was kind of like middle of a road thingy, and yeah, yeah, I didn't really, yeah, it was a disappointment to me, sadly. I mean, I liked parts of it, and that it wasn't a waste of time, but at the same time, like I kind of also felt like it kind of ended abruptly, like some like oh, and now it's ended. I feel like it kind of ended, yeah, quickly. Like the conclusion wasn't really, yeah, felt like it just kind of suddenly ended. So yeah, so that's what kind of thoughts on that. I do know that you just get you like all my reviews are Americans, but like if you're watching this from the United States, or I suppose maybe also in Canada, I think you're getting the movie in May, and I'm gonna say as Cody Jandro. I wouldn't say that. I suppose I've already given like some bad thoughts of this movie, but like I wouldn't say it's a movie that I wouldn't recommend you to watch. But I would say maybe go in with low expectations. I suppose with me, probably. I suppose also like sometimes it's good. I feel like it's good sometimes like to have seen lots of bad reviews because then you just have a low expectation. Because like if you still want to see it yourself, then you won't be so disappointed because you'll know that you're not going to go into the movie expecting amazingness. So yeah, I suppose still watch this movie if it that this kind of movie is like your dealio. It's an action movie. It's not superheroes, but it has good action. It has a good story. It's like if you feel like you might need like a 2 hour break from your life in May, it's a good escape from life. I would say. Not amazing, not awful, good one. And yeah, I did enjoy myself most of the time. So yeah. And then the movie that very much enjoyed last week was Ant-Man and Quantumania. And yeah, after like I loved it very much. I would say. I suppose maybe it also has to do like I watched it in a big cinema room. I suppose like if you go to like a small cinema, probably has like yeah, if the screen is huge or smaller, probably has something to do with like how you experience the movie. I didn't see it in 3D or 4D, but honestly, yes. Even though I'm not like 80, I 3D has really never been my jam. I tried HD once, and I kind of felt like you know what, this is not my jam either. I was too scared, and I just felt like I would be sick, and yeah, so I didn't really enjoy that one either. So yeah, I tend to stick to my movies in 2D, old style, old style. But yeah, but I do still kind of I like to go to cinema to like have like a huge screen. I suppose yeah nowadays you have like some people you can probably everyone knows someone who has like a big TV, so I suppose you could still have that cinema feeling at home. But I still feel like, yeah, at least to me, and that's come tangent of cinema experience, but yeah, to me, I still very much enjoy the experience of going to cinema. And yeah, Ant-Man, Condominium, I had also been looking forward to that one for a long time, and this one did not disappoint. I very much enjoyed it. Yes, I suppose some parts of the movie kind of went like I thought that this was gonna happen and this happened, and that was surprising. But I wasn't disappointed because how it went. Like yes, I suppose you could say like if the movie had done this, this, and this, it would be a better movie. Yes, I would say so. And is it a perfect movie? No. But the fact that this, and this happened didn't ruin theater experience for me. I think some people have like very much wanted this and this happened and then this happened, so they kind of didn't enjoy it as much as they kind of would have wished. But yeah, for me, like even though like I've seen a few different spoiler reviews now, I'm not gonna spoil you guys. I wasn't spoil myself. I suppose maybe you've already seen it now, so you wouldn't really bother. But yeah, in case you haven't, I'm not gonna spoil you. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that yeah, I very much enjoyed it. And yeah, some things happened that I didn't expect. Like maybe not in a bad way, but like I suppose in a neutral way. I thought something was gonna happen that didn't happen, as I said. But yeah, but the things that did happen, I very much still enjoyed. I love the visuals. I love the jokes. The jokes all hit for me. I really like the plot line. I suppose yes, you could have done plot lines in some different ways, but I liked how it was played out. I think to me, I suppose maybe the only gripe I have, really gripe, like thing I kind of wish would be different is the post credit scenes. I'm gonna go with small spoilers here, but yeah, both post spoiler scenes had the same character in it, so yeah, very small spoiler here, but yeah. And for me, I really like post credit scenes, yes, and like end credit scenes. But I feel like it's for me kind of works best when you have one that's kind of comedic and one that's kind of like dramatic and like maybe well at least like one that has to do with these characters and one that has to do with these characters. But in Ant-Man, they both had the same do with the same character, so it's like I don't know. I feel like this could have been we could have done something else with this, but I didn't hate it. Still, didn't hate it. And yeah, and now I'm going to talk about some movies that I'm looking forward to. As I said, I have some movies that's coming out. So yeah, so the next movie that's coming, well, I suppose at this moment, there's a movie that's already out in cinemas. You know what? I'm gonna talk about that first. A little bit about it before, but yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, last week there was a new children's movie actually coming out. Well, actually have premiered. So no, last week it wasn't coming out. It has come. Well, yeah, it was coming out. It premiered last week, and it's based on the uh, Urge. I'm not quite sure if I pronounced that right, but yeah, it's a Belgian comic. Um, Asterix, and the movies are called Asterix and Obelix. And so in like the early 2000s, like think like between like 2000 and like 2000, I want to say maybe 10. Yeah, yeah, actually maybe 10. There's like a bunch of live action versions coming out based on this comic. Like in the olden days, I think there was actually also uh, like animated movies, at least maybe a TV series. And I think there was one animated one that came out like in 2015. I want to say, yeah, at least like in the thousands. But yeah, most of like the movies that came out like based on these comics are live action ones, and yeah, they're kind of yeah, I feel like they're kind of like part of my childhood. The first one came out when I was like 9, and I think the later one came out when like yeah 10, 11, around that age. I suppose I was up like in the kind of upper age of this goal because I think like this is like you can see it when you're 6. It's not like a movie that you have to be like 8 or 9 to see. But yeah, I the first one came out when I was 8, and I very much enjoyed it. I remember seeing them in cinemas and seeing them at home, and yeah, I just remember looking forward to them and very much enjoying them. And yeah, so I'm kind of thinking I kind of want to see this new one, but it hasn't gotten great reviews. And also, I mean, because now I'm 30, so I'm way over the target age. So I'm thinking like maybe I'm too old to enjoy it. I suppose yes. I mean, things that are coming out that are, like based on childhood things. Yes, there probably be an element of nostalgia there. But will I enjoy it like more than just like a bit? Like because going to cinema is expensive. But kind of I don't know because I can't. I slightly kind of want to go to the cinema today, and it's because I actually also live quite no close to the cinema. I can just walk straight by to it. So I kind of want to see it, but I'm not sure. So yeah, what would you do? Like if a movie has gotten so reviews and uh it's not really for your age group, would you go watch it? Do you think you would be still enjoying the movie? I'm not sure. So what would you do? Tell me. And yeah, if you, I suppose this is coming up tomorrow, so yeah, maybe it doesn't really matter what you say because then I'll already made up my mind. So I suppose maybe I won't go today, and I'll sit and read. I might do that. So maybe I'll watch the movie later, depending on what you say. Like I'm gonna like yeah, your life, my decision to watch this movie or not is in your hands. No, I mean not really. I mean I can make decisions without the internet. But yeah, so that one I'm curious about. I want to see it, but I'm not quite sure. I might wait to see it like when it's out in DVD. Yes, on DVD. And then there's another one coming out just a few weeks, the 17th of March here in Norway. It is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I very much enjoy the first Shazam movie, and I very much enjoy Zach Levi as an actor. I really enjoy the other actors um in this movie like coming out. So and yeah, enjoyed yeah both first two trailers. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. And that's yeah, just 3 weeks away. So yes. Then we have What's Love Got to Do with It, which is I want to say yeah, it's a British rom-com. It's with Lilo James and another guy that is not that well known. But yeah, anyway, it's about this journalist. She has a friend. This journalist, she's unlucky in love, which yeah, same old story in rom-coms. Her friend is Indian, English. He decides to go ahead with an arranged marriage. It's not a forced marriage; it's arranged marriage. And she kind of decides to like write a article about this dealio. And yeah, Emma Thompson is in it as well. And I've seen the trailer. It looks cute and nice. And yeah, it's coming out at the end of March, the 31st of March. And yeah, kind of want to see it. Kind of feel like it could have come out in February because it's kind of like very much a rom com funny movie. Well, rom com romance movie. But yeah, not like you have to have all the romantic movies out in February. I mean, you can have it over a whole year also. And then Dungeons and Dragons the same weekend. It's at the end of March, 31st of March. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves is coming out. And yeah, this one looks so good. I have high expectations. I'm gonna be so bummed if this one also disappoints me because I think I've kind of known about it more or less the same time as Operation Fortune. More or less the same time. I think the same first trailer came out around the same time. I mean, thinking might be wrong, but thinking so. So yeah, hoping very much that this time the expectations they live up to my movies live up to my expectations. I very much hope that happens. And yeah, do you have any movies that you've seen lately you want to talk about that you're going to see soon or you hope to see soon? Talk to me in the comments, and I hope you have a nice weekend. Bye.